Hi. Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Taylor. I'm here again. So, I thought I would just go ahead and do this quick impromptu video with you guys. Because today, being March 25th of 2019, PlayStation released their big game announcement video. And at the very beginning, they announced a brand new game I'm pretty excited about and is pretty relevant to what we talk about here on Comic Crash. So I thought we'd go ahead and give it a quick watch. I'll give you some of my thoughts as we go along, and then at the end of it, I'll share some of my impressions, and I'd love to hear from you guys. But let's go ahead and watch this trailer, starting now. Full screen. Alright, so it's obviously a VR game, which kind of makes it hard for a few people to get this.
11 hours, 15 minutes.
Told you we should have taken the faster flight.
I think the board prefers you wear a more conventional
See, I had no idea what this was at this point.
You can't outrun your past.
This here, didn't get it.
Friday, tell me I didn't just...
He mentioned Friday, but I didn't quite understand what was happening.
A little late, don't you think?
I was excited about how action-packed this game was, and then this happens. And I'm like, holy cow, it's an Iron Man game. Oh, it's an Iron Man VR game. This is so cool.
Sir, hostiles inbound, 10 o'clock.
So,
much for a hero's welcome.
we see a bit of gameplay here.
On your right.
There's some robots. You blast robots with the hands, which is
Any
cool.
idea who we're up against?
The HUD looks really interesting. It looks like you're in the suit, or at least how I would imagine
Above
it.
you.
That's how it's done.
Have a few different
Neutralized.
ideas
I have
of
a plane to catch.
attack. Iron Man VR. A new superhero game coming to PlayStation 4. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about this real fast. So, whoa, the Pixel 3, no! So let's go ahead and talk about this real fast. So, a few things I've noticed. In the past, whenever a superhero game was brought to VR, and it's happened before, it usually is just kind of like a minigame setup, where you have this one or two couple of gimmicks, and you use those to go through like a dungeon crawler, Doom clone, or something like that. But this one, I noticed that there seems to be like a villain, this whole can't escape your past kind of thing, and that makes me think that this is probably going to be a very story-driven kind of game. It's a new Iron Man story, which is probably a really good thing considering that I feel like Robert Downey Jr. is not going to return to the role like almost ever after Avengers Endgame. So I think this is a good way to kind of keep the character alive a little bit, you know? So, a couple of things I'm noticing as I'm going through people's comments. People are talking about this being in the same universe as Spider-Man PS4. I mean, I don't see why not. I don't think it would be essential to make it take place in the same universe, but I do find it oddly coincidental that both these are on PlayStation and they've come out relatively soon after each other. That and Marvel has kind of been putting a lot of emphasis into their Gamerverse, or so they're calling it. So it might be. That might be an idea. Another comment I am seeing a lot of is VR third-person arguments. Like, there's a lot of people out there who are saying it should be a third-person perspective, and you see Iron Man flying around while using a traditional controller. And I don't think I agree with that so much. So, in the case of a superhero like Spider-Man, a lot of the fun about being Spider-Man is seeing him swing around, seeing all of the acrobatics, very action movie kind of stuff. Now, for Iron Man, the drive and the interesting factor behind Iron Man is being Iron Man, being in the suit. So I think it's actually really cool that they went out on a limb and they decided to try and make it a VR game rather than just the traditional third-person game. Like I said, though, I feel like that does kind of block out a bunch of people from being able to play it, since PlayStation VR is almost a whole second PlayStation 4 on top of a PlayStation 4, and as far as cost is concerned. So that is a little bit concerning. But, like I said, I think this is a cool idea. I'm pretty excited about it. And I want to hear what you guys have to say. So go ahead and go in the comments, put down some of your thoughts, what you think the story is going to be. Do you like it in the VR perspective? I don't know. I just want to get a discussion going. So go ahead and put your thoughts in the comments. And until next time, thank you for joining me. Have a great day. And remember to always be your best self.